And agriculture and related industries create 1 out of every 5 jobs in the state of Iowa, according to Iowa Farm Bureau. Congressional hearings to reauthorize the Farm Bill will resume this spring. KTIV's Matt Breen talked with Congressman Randy Feenstra this afternoon to learn what the Western Iowa Republican wants in that bill.
Congressman Feenstra, you said in an op-ed published in late January that, quote, we need a strong, comprehensive farm bill, end quote. What does that look like?
Exactly right. Well, I'm so excited that I'm creating an Ag Advisory Board because we need a seat at the table. We need people from Iowa to be represented on this farm bill. And I want to hear from them. I want to listen to them. And then we can collaboratively put solutions together for this farm bill that's coming up in October.
You mentioned that 60-member board gathered from across the 4th Congressional District to advise you. Why pick those 60 people?
Well, they're from all across the board, from corn to soybeans to cattle to hogs to veterinarians to FFA to equipment dealers, seed dealers, fertilizer dealers. So it expands the whole gamut of agriculture. And if you think about it, when each of these components are successful, that means our main streets are successful and our economy grows in Iowa. That's why this is so important.
Wednesday morning, you got a town hall centered on the reauthorization of the Farm Bill in your district. Now, what do the farmers and producers that you've talked to say they want in the Farm Bill specifically?
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to listening to the people from around the area at Alpha Ag Research in Sanborn. And the things that we're really hearing is that we need to provide a safety net for our producers, number one. We also have to expand our export markets as we're struggling. We've got about $1 trillion trade deficit right now. And then also when it comes to energy, biofuels is so key. We have 42 ethanol plants in Iowa and 11 biodiesel plants. And then conservation, making sure that we have voluntary conservation programs that producers continue to create and grow and manage better when it comes to their soils and to the waterways.
Congressman Randy Feenstra of Hull, Iowa. Congressman, thanks for the time as always.
Thank you.